What is going on, Trash Talkers? We're back with another episode for you. Today, we're going to talk about Justin Fields and Trey Lance both having a second pro day, just like Mac Jones. We're going to go over what this means for both of these quarterbacks, what we should expect to see from them. All that and much more coming your way right now! All right, Nick. Well, it looks like Justin Fields and Trey Lance are both slated to have second pro days. Obviously, since they can't have private workouts with teams, this seems to be the best solution for them to show things that they couldn't have done in the first workout, or maybe things they want to improve upon. I know there's a couple questions left with some of these guys, so both of these guys want to have a second pro day and really show up and show out for the teams, especially Justin Fields, who wasn't really able to have the Patriots or the 49ers at his original pro day.
Yeah, when you take a look at the new draft order, we have the Jaguars, the Jets, and the 49ers as the first three teams. We know who the first two quarterbacks are off the board. But when you talk about the 49ers at three, to many people, it's still a question mark. It is not determined that it is Mac Jones, it is Justin Fields. It is still up in the air. And this is time for Justin Fields and Trey Lance to not only prove to the 49ers, but to all the other quarterback teams, the Patriots, the Bears, the Washington football team, that they have what it takes to make their roster. They have what it takes for them to move up in the draft and grab them because they are worth it. So with the second pro day, like you said, they're showing all the things they weren't able to show in their first day, but they're also going to have more time to talk with these teams in person. There's going to be a lot of off-the-camera interactions with these general managers, with these head coaches to get to know the player themselves. And so this is more of a meet and greet situation. They can watch all the tape they want. All the tape is out there for them to see. If they don't need to know any more about their arm that they haven't already seen. So this is more about getting to know the player themselves. This isn't about the cameras. This isn't about us. It's about the players getting to show off who they are as a person.
Yeah, I was taking a look at, the details surrounding both of their pro days, and it seems as if both Trey Lance and Justin Fields will be incorporating San Francisco 49ers plays into their pro day scripts to show off for John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, show them that they are deserving of the number 3 overall selection. I think it's interesting. I think that the 49ers do know who they are going to select. Everybody believes that it's going to be Mac Jones, but you know, the way I see pro days are not necessarily tryouts for NFL teams. It's show me something that we didn't get to see on tape. If you can show me that you can do something consistently that I didn't like on tape, or if you can improve upon something that didn't necessarily work for you in the regular season, then I'm interested. Other than that, it's pretty much the same old, same old. There's not a lot to be learned here. With Justin Fields specifically, I know he wants to rerun the 40 because he was not happy with his 4.4440, which is absolutely incredible coming from a quarterback. But you know what? He believes he can run a 4.3 or even sub 4.340, which is absolutely incredible. If he can do that, I mean, he's going to light up draft boards like crazy. I think that Justin Fields has a lot here because Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch didn't get to see him, as well as Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels weren't able to see him either. These guys are going to be there front and center on Wednesday, April 14th. They're going to be in Columbus, Ohio, taking a look, and he will have Chris Olave to throw to, which is perfect because he is the number one trusted receiver for Justin Fields, and that's exactly what you want. Trey Lance, I'm told, is really looking to focus on throws to the right side in his second pro day. That's where he struggled a lot in his first pro day, was any corner routes to the outside, to the right side. He really struggled with in his first pro day. So he wants to show that he's as accurate on the right that he is on the left. And we already saw the cannon. He doesn't have to show off that he can throw a 70-yard bomb. He doesn't have to do the Zach Wilson slash Sam Darnold throw that everybody went gaga for. I believe that these guys really just need to meet with the teams that are looking for a quarterback. They need to show that they are ready to make that transition to the NFL, and they'll have that time to speak with the coaches and the GMs off camera, like you said. And at this point, there's nothing more than you can ask for from these guys. You said it best. The tape is out there, and I look forward to these quarterbacks really just putting on a show for us as fans, but being able to talk off camera and away from the coaches and everything else with the NFL teams.
Now, you might think that the 49ers, because they've already traded up for the third overall pick, they're going to trade up and give away all those assets for a guy they already have in mind. They're not going to go up and grab a pick without knowing who they want. But I believe it's the other way around. I believe they went up to the third overall pick and spent what they had to get that pick to have the freedom to grab whoever they want. 3 through 5, they have those three quarterbacks to choose from at their disposal. You're not going to just say we're set on one guy, we're not even going to pay attention to the other two. You're going to see everything, you're going to talk to all of them, you're going to make sure you're making the right pick. Now, I'm sure they have a guy in mind, but I believe that their minds could be changed.
I think minds could definitely be changed, and we've heard it from time to time that that has happened. But listening to Mike Tannenbaum on ESPN and Scott Pioli on NFL Network, both of these guys have said the same exact thing. Teams look at the game film and make their decisions that way. The pro days and the workouts are really just to see how they would fit in their scheme. It's really nothing more than that. Decisions are usually made based on the film, and the teams already know who they want well before those pro days and private workouts even happen.
So, based on all of this, pretty much the first three guys have been figured out in the draft. We just don't know who the third guy is at this point, and we don't know what the other quarterback needy teams are going to do when it comes to the draft. Once they see the second pro day, they might be more inclined to move up in the draft to secure a pick in the top 10 that's going to guarantee them the guy they want. Or this might even change the mind of the 49ers. Who knows? It's yet to be seen. We are still, as of recording this, 16 days away from the NFL draft. Anything could happen in that time.
That's right. Anything can happen, and there's a lot to learn as fans about these guys. Still, I'm excited to watch them both. I believe NFL Network will be showcasing both of these pro days. Like I said, Justin Fields will be on April 14th, and Trey Lance will be on April 19th. So look out for those pro days on NFL Network at that time. All right, well, that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.